Our next guest needs no introduction. She goes by the name Darling Daughter, Una, and Tall Mite, but we know her simply as Luna Marie. You may know her from the TV shows No, Not Really, and dropping the D from the phrase, I don't know. Plus beginning a conversation with the phrase, so I was watching this TikTok. She loves hot chocolate, keeping up with the Kardashians, and taking 75-minute showers. She adorably pronounces Perun Parin. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely, the talented Luna Marie Garcia. Give it up.
I have 3 things to say about what you just said. 1, I had a hot chocolate today.
Yeah.
2, I don't take 75-minute showers. That's a wasteful thing of water.
You did at one point in your life, which was very
And
recent.
now she's a conservatist.
Yes.
And
She's the next Greta Thunberg, honey.
yeah.
And 3, I was just about to ask if I could leave.
And what?
Three, she was just about to ask if she can leave.
You absolutely can leave.
Rude!
I'm so mean and hurtful.
Alright, get out of here.
Yes,
What?
ma'am.
We love you.
Wait, what do I need to research for the weekend?
Amish.
Amish. How do you spell that?
Amish. Amish.
Come on, Franklin, we gotta do a group project. And oop.
Do you want me to tell you this anecdote?
Yes.
So when I was like 18 years old, 2002, 2003, me and my little brother Brandon used to shop at Zoomies, that like skater store in the mall.
yeah.
Because he was big into skateboarding.
Right.
And he could actually skateboard and do some of the tricks. And I was just into the fashion.
Yeah.
So I'd go there and like buy the skater shoes and the jeans, like how you like imagine like skater girls dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, exactly.
Skater Boy. SK8. The number 8 ERBOI.
I would we would go to the mall and I would shop at Zoomies and he would shop at Zoomies.
Sunrise Mall or Arden or
Arden.
Okay.
But he would always call me a poser.
Oh, how dare you,
He's
Brandon
like, "You're such a
Fisher."
poser." Because I was totally into like the skater shoes and the aesthetic.
But you didn't skate.
No.
But he was into it, but he skated.
He actually could skateboard and do all the tricks. And okay,
Could he ollie?
yes, he could.
Wow.
But okay, to my credit, at least he said, "Can you videotape me?" So we took my family's like big handheld camcorder.
Yes.
And we would walk from my parents' house in Rosemont. We'd walk down to the Sequoia Elementary School.
Yes.
After hours, and he would skateboard, and I'd film him,
Yeah.
or like out in we lived in a court.
Yes.
And so I'd film him on the handheld camera, like over and over and over and over. He'd try to like do these tricks, and I'd film him. So it was a really good practice for when I had a son.
Yeah.
And Lennox is like out in front with his little skateboard trying to do little skate tricks, and I would have to film him
Yes.
over and over and over.
I was
again.
about to bring that up. So
Yeah.
Lennox Albert will like go like use a skateboard or a scooter or anything, and he'll say, "Film me."
Look it.
Right. and suddenly he turns into like M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, that was a bad take.
Yeah.
Or I need to do it again. Or did you get it? Or
Yeah,
and he
like-
becomes like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, just recently we were out on the pavement here outside our house, and
Yeah.
Lennox, he's on his little penny board.
Yeah.
He was he was trying to do these little tricks or like hold his arms, his leg a certain way.
Yeah.
And he kept wanting me to film him over and over again. And I just had flashbacks to when I was like 18 and my little brother was 15 or 14.
Yeah.
And in our court at home, wanting me to film these things. It was so funny and cute.
Did you guys, so was your camcorder, because we had a camcorder also, was your camcorder VHS?
Yeah, it had like
Okay.
a miniature thing. And then you would take that out and insert it into a VHS. And then you could put that in. Do you remember
Okay.
that thing?
Yeah. It was like a high 8 or super 8 or something. We had the classic VHS. It looked like a bazooka on your shoulder. And I remember my parents went on a cruise to Hawaii. I wasn't there for whatever reason. Or was it Mexico? Anyways, they went on a cruise, and Grandpa Curtis, my stepdad, and because I had to watch these videos when they came back, but they would be on a cruise ship somewhere in the Pacific, and he would be holding this camcorder on his shoulder, taking in the sunset and the water, which was fine for about a minute, and then it just went on and on. And I thought, wow. And just from my perspective today, like, that was a lot of weight to hold on your shoulder. Because I remember that camcorder. I took it around and I filmed stuff or whatever here or there, and it was a whole deal. I
do remember those, but we had the one that like your hand could slip into the little.
Oh yeah, we had the leather strap.
So it's like a one hand.
Yeah.
Held thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I imagine yours, because you have 6 to 7 years on me, was like the smaller kind.
Yeah,
and mine was like.
Not the shoulder kind for me.
The bazooka.
Right.
the giant tank on your shoulder. Yeah, that was quite the deal.
And oop.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at our dining room table for our little program here. Okay. So, the most annoying things on social media, and this is part 5, honey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's so much to be annoyed with.
There's much to be annoyed with. There's much to chat about. We haven't done this for a while. Not that it matters. Time is a man-made construct that does not exist on the internet. But the socials, social media, we love it, but at the same time, it drives us crazy.
We love to hate it.
Yes.
We love to bitch about it to each other.
Yes. We like to whine. We like to complain, which is an important part of social media.
Yeah.
Whining and complaining. Okay. I don't have a specific number here, but I have a listicle. What we find annoying on the social media. Okay. Memes. We love memes.
Love them.
They convey a message. They convey a message quickly with a picture and a few words. But I've noticed that memes they have too many words. Like there's like a sentence over here on the right, and then there's another sentence in the middle on the left, and then there's another sentence on the bottom right. Suddenly, I'm like reading a John Grisham novel. Too much.
Yeah. You gotta scroll past that.
Yeah, exactly. Or the memes that are like a traditional cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Doonesbury.
Yes.
Or Blondie. Or Family Circus.
I remember all those.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
no.
Yeah. Sundays were the bomb.
Totally.
When you had a newspaper. But memes with the 4 panels, like, and dialogue, and again, too much type, too much font. Too much writing, too many words.
Yeah.
Like, I scroll past it.
Oh, so do I.
I'm not out here trying to read a graphic novel. I'm not into manga or anime or whatever. I'm not out here trying to read a novel by Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
Okay. I need I need a picture.
You need
and a few words.
You need the Cliff Notes version of a meme.
Yes. But even that is too much, because memes are cliff notes of thoughts or ideas,
should be,
right?
Yeah,
they are.
If you're not doing that, then you've got it wrong.
Yeah, but these memes that think they're the Sunday morning cartoons, okay, get out of here. You're not Garfield.
Get out of here, boomers.
You're not Far World.
And oop.
The Far Side.
The Far Side.
Yes.
There you go.
I really like those, actually.
Love those. Did you ever? I remember my friend Sam Reed used to buy like books, they weren't full-size books, they were half-size books, and they had like cartoons in them, 100 Far Sides or whatever.
Oh, no. The only books I owned were the Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, yeah.
We had like 4 or 5 albums of that, and then we still have them. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I cannot get the kids into them. I don't know if they're not yet old enough.
Yeah.
Or if it's just something of like our generation.
Well, to them, Calvin is someone peeing on something.
Wait. I would read those books during quiet reading time.
Okay.
There you go.
Luna would read them during quiet reading time.
And oop.
Many questions. Where did the Amish thing come from?
We were just talking about that earlier.
Oh, I know that, but where did that come from?
Why were we talking about that?
I don't know, but I brought up Kingpin and Randy Quaid.
Rasputin? Rasputin is all I can get in my... Oh, we were talking about how the Amish take, like, when they're 18 or 19, they give their youth a year to go out into modern society
Right.
and decide if... It starts with an R, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
And then they decide if they want to stay out or come back to the fold.
Yeah.
Back to the Amish ways.
Yeah. But where did that come from?
Why were we talking about that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But Randy Quaid and Kingpin was an Amish. But that going into a year into modern society, that's like the opposite of doing a mission as a Mormon, right?
Yeah, it is. Sure, sort of.
No?
Well, with Mormon missions,
Yes.
you don't have an option of staying in that for the remainder of your life.
Mm.
It's sort of like a 2-year obligation. You go for 2 years and then you come back to your normal life.
Okay. So with the Amish, I didn't know this. They're like, have a year, sow your royal wild oats, and then you can come back to Puritanism or
Yep.
pioneer.
You can either come back and live an Amish life, or
Yes.
you can not remain Amish. You can like stay and have just like a normal modern American life.
Huh. I did not know that.
It starts with an R. Rasputin. That is like a Russian guy from the 1900s.
I googled Amish guy and Kingpin. Amish, what would you call it? R? Rumspringa?
Rumspringa!
There you go.
And oop.
Rumspringa.
And oop.
I believe there was a reality show about
There was.
these
there was a
people,
documentary.
these young people.
Well, there might have been there was. There was a documentary and a reality show. Yes, darling daughter.
That's enough.
Oh, look, she wrote a page about Rasputin. Wait.
No, it's just about Amish people that I found on an article. I googled I can't say
You
it.
copied and pasted.
Amish.
Did you leave good footnotes, Luna
Amish.
Marie?
What's it called?
Rasputin?
No.
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa. Did you
Spelled
learn about
with an A.
Rumspringa?
What are they, rappers?
No.
Let me read the last sentence of Luna's
Yes.
findings. Many hymns have a sorrow feeling.
Yeah.
I pronounce the N in hymns, Luna. Do you?
Hymns.
Hymns.
Because many of them were like about being in prison and castle dungeons.
Can you write
and
about
stuff.
Rasprunga?
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
We got her. She's done for the night.
RASPTI.
You don't have to do any more work, okay?
No, you
Rums-
already said. I'm gonna write another page about Rasputin.
Rumspringa
Rumspringa.
is a rum. Rum is alcohol, first of all.
R-U-M.
Springa, that sounds like some term that you find in Urban Dictionary. Springer, ever hear of it? Springer? Jerry
Sprung.
Springer? I'm sprung, T-Pain. Translated in English as jumping or hopping around. The Amish intentionally segregate themselves from other communities as a part of their faith.
Mom,
Yeah?
Yes.
how do you spell that word again?
Rumspringa. Rumspringa normally begins around 14 to 16
Oh.
when a youth chooses either to be baptized in the Amish church or leave the community. For some, it happens between 7 to 21.
Wow. What a fascinating life that is.
Amish elders generally view it as a time for courtship and finding a spouse.
Oh, really? But wouldn't you be finding a spouse outside of the Amish culture?
Yeah. A popular view exists by which the period is institutionalized as a rite of passage and the usual behavior restrictions are relaxed.
I think this is a really great idea if you're like a really entrenched, insulated community
Mhm.
with like these very high demand laws and rules.
Yeah.
I think it's very smart to let your people go out for a year or so.
You-
I think it's very smart because you can get it out of your system, and then those who choose to come back
yeah.
are probably like, I got that out of my system. I'm here. I'm devoted. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life, contributing to our Amish community.
Usual behavioral restrictions are relaxed so that Amish youth can acquire some experience and knowledge of the non-Amish world.
I think that's very smart.
Film documentary, Devil's Playground. Let's watch it. You know what? Like how prison has a recidivism rate. I wonder what the rate is of loss.
I wonder too. I wonder if the
5%,
documentary...
is it 45% of
Yeah.
people who are like, I like strip clubs and hookers and cocaine, so I'm going to continue pursuing this lifestyle.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And in a UPN, that doesn't exist anymore, CW, reality television series,
Oh, this is what I was thinking of.
Amish in the City.
And oop.
Does our cat, Frankie, prefer his previous life with Leslie Benson as a half home, half inside, half outside cat? Or does he prefer his current life, which is luxurious and posh?
He's living like the Buddha,
Comfort
where he
and
doesn't know that death and suffering exists.
comfort and safe Luna.
I think he prefers the lovely Leslie Benson
he
life,
prefers
and that makes me
Leslie.
sad. I know.
He likes old people.
He likes old people.
Wow.
He likes having a backyard to roam in.
Mm.
And sure, I give him food and water and the best kitty litter around. Yes, I do.
So right now he's just going along because these are his current conditions.
He has no choice.
Right.
He has to wear a bow tie.
Well, that's
That's
for
because I keep saying, take off his collar, he doesn't like it.
that's for our entertainment.
Oh.
honey. And much like a baby, if you can't dress up a pet or a baby like in an entertaining manner, then what's the point?
And oop.
Okay, the memes with too many words. On the same notes, memes with misspellings. Like, who are these people writing out these words and memes? Most 40 to 60% of memes have misspellings, and they lose all credibility. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's not such a good point, or maybe it's a meme about COVID. Maybe that doesn't. It's not as meaningful.
I don't want to be a hater, but I envision like somebody aged 18 to 25,
Yeah,
male,
yeah,
unkempt, unemployed,
yes,
living with their mother.
yes.
So I immediately discredit them.
Yes. Like, and can someone copy that? We're all out here stealing memes. So can someone copy that and correct the spelling? Drives
Sure.
me crazy. Okay. Next, most annoying thing on social media. I showed you this earlier, honey. This is a woman. Her name is Tony Valiere. She's on KCRA. It's a television station in Sacramento. And she's wearing earrings, and they're leopard print. And so she takes a selfie of herself wearing these earrings, and she writes, Rockin' my leopard earrings today. It's Friday. What are your plans for the weekend?
Tony, you don't care what my plans are.
Tony with an I, yes.
I'm not on your radar.
Yeah,
You don't have any care in the world about what I'm doing.
right.
I'm not important enough. I'm not cool enough, okay?
You're important enough and cool enough for me, honey, but for Tony, well,
It's so disingenuous.
right.
And anyone who does respond saying like, oh, this is what I have going on, Tony.
I'm going to see Godzilla versus Kong.
She's not responding to them. She's
Right.
not liking their post.
Right.
So it's just disingenuous.
It's just dumb. I have inside knowledge, honey.
Oh.
I have a ringer. Is that the?
Do tell.
I have someone embedded, but they told me that these people, such as in traditional broadcast media, who are onto social media, which they don't quote unquote get any revenue from, or really don't know how to navigate. They're on the TV, but when it comes to social media, which is a different beast, they're clueless. I'm told by this person that people in traditional broadcast media, they're told to ask people, what are you doing this weekend? Or I'm having tilapia for dinner. what are you having? So they're forced, or they're not forced, but they're strongly suggested to engage people and ask people to pretend that they care about what are you having going on this weekend, when in reality they don't care.
Do they have like a quota they have to meet?
A quota?
What's quota?
That's quotient.
Quotient.
They do not have a quota or a quotient, but it's highly pushed upon them to go onto the internet and try to drum up business views, clicks, likes, because that will affect the algorithm and hopefully get them more
and you need
traction
engagement.
and clout. Yes,
it's all a scam.
Yes, it is. It is. And Tony Valiere, or Valiere,
we see you, girl.
we see your earrings. First of all, honey, you have leopard print shoes, right?
I do, which I've never worn.
Thankfully.
And you say we need to get rid of?
Yes. But you don't have any leopard print clothing.
Nothing. Clothes, earrings, no.
You do have the Bumblebee nightie, which I love. Which reminds me of our early in our courtship of my old condo. And you still wear it every once in a while. You wore it the other night, and I thought, oh, you were adorable. And you're like a little bumblebee. But anyways, trying to engage traditional broadcast, old world media, trying to navigate the internet. It's dumb. And most people see through it. I see through it.
I do too.
But there's a lot of people who don't see through it.
You can't
and they're
fool me, okay?
I'm cooking chili this weekend, Tony. I don't know. Okay, next one. Most annoying things on social media. Checking in. So you can go on Facebook and you can tag a location. And like Carolyn Nicholas is at Cocina Doña Chuyita, which is actually one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. And that's it. So you check in, you tag the location, and what comes up on Facebook is a picture. The thumbnail is a picture of a map. And that's it.
Okay.
Carolyn Nicholas is at Cocina Doña Chuyita. And you might throw in there like, oh, I'm having dinner. We're having dinner. But it's just a picture of a Google map. It's dumb.
It is so dumb.
Like, you don't even... You can't even take the time to post a picture.
Yeah, post a picture, share a few thoughts, a few words.
Right.
No.
You're literally checking
So
in.
why are you doing that?
You made it out of the house and we're proud of you. Your mom is proud of you. On a similar note, is watching. So Carolyn Nicholas is watching Godzilla vs. Kong. And like your one sentence would be, been waiting to see this or whatever. And it's like, okay, you're watching TV. You're watching the TV. You're watching the internet on your TV. Yeah, way to go. And then the picture or the screen cap or the thumbnail pops up is just the Godzilla vs. Kong poster.
It's so vague and generic.
It's boring.
Give us a thought. Give us a hot take. Give us something controversial.
Yes. Godzilla vs. Kong sucked. I'm quoting myself. Okay. Next one. Most annoying things on social media. Okay. This turns into usually a quote-unquote news story by quote-unquote news websites. People who have internet access. Kids who need attention on their birthday. So,
this is heartbreaking.
Yes, this happens once every few months. You see a mom post a picture of a 6-year-old at an empty table at Shakey's Pizza or whatever, and they type something like, "No one came to my son's birthday party. Please retweet to let him know he's loved." So cringe.
It's so oh God, it's so awful. Your kid doesn't want this.
Yeah.
Your kid is not appreciative. This is doing nothing for them. Right. You feel sad and guilty as a mother.
Yes.
So you're wanting other people to validate you or be like, you're such a great mom. You're so caring. You're doing the best you can.
Right.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
And it's awful and cringy. Stop it.
Yeah, and it makes it into the Daily Mail because people flood in with 40,000 likes. Like, or people actually show up. Like, no one showed up, so please show up to Shakey's Pizza. What's the pizza joint in Rosemont? It's next to the Save
Round
Mart?
Table?
No. It's actually
Pizza Hut.
that. Oh,
Frankie. Save
Franklin,
Mart
how
Pizza?
dare you.
What are you talking about?
Hang on.
And oop.
Straw Hat.
That's it. Straw Hat.
They're closed, though, sadly. They had the best pizza.
Forever?
Forever.
Oh.
They had the best crust.
Well, they still have their
Hi, Booper.
advertising paraphernalia in the door. Last time I checked. Anyways, yeah. It's pathetic. And if no one shows up to your 6-year-old son's birthday, that's a lesson in life for the 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And this faux love or comforting or just outpouring of emotion, it's not a good. It's not going to affect him or her well.
It's not real, man.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next one related to kids. Most annoying things on social media. This usually happens on the first day of school or the last day of school within a school year. But kids with the sign hanging from their neck sometimes, like they're wanted criminals in the Old West. But they have the sign, first day of school, my name is Carolyn Nicholas. I'm 4. I go to insert Sequoia Elementary
My teacher
School.
is
My
Mrs.
teacher
Wilson.
is Mrs. Wilson.
My favorite color is blue.
Right. And it's like...
When I grow up, I want to be a newswoman.
My favorite subject is English. And it, like...
Why do we hate this?
Because, well, one... if you want to kidnap Carolyn Nicholas, here's a bunch of information.
Right.
Like they attend Sequoia and they're at Mrs. whatever.
Yes.
And 2, it's just dumb. Like, who cares? Like, maybe keep that private or...
It's dumb. I've always hated this, and I've always wondered, am I just a hater?
Yes. But it's also appropriate hate. It's justified. It's justified.
Okay,
hate.
thank you. I do like to post a picture of my kids on their first day of school.
Yeah.
But it's just the 2 of them standing in front of our door on the porch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first day of 4th grade, first grade.
Right.
That's it.
All that information.
It's so Pinteresty. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And usually the board that they're holding on their neck is very Pinteresty. Yes.
Okay.
Next one. Well, just a pet peeve of mine is astrology, zodiac sign.
Yes.
Leo's.
It's Leo month.
Yeah, Leos like to have intercourse in May. Click our link in bio for more. Okay.
I did this and that. Oh my god, I'm such a Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Leo season.
This is the thing about astrology that it boils down to.
Dumb. Yes.
Your parents had sex
What?
and they created you on a random day.
Okay.
I was born on January 31st because my parents happened to have unprotected sex
Intercourse.
on a certain day.
Wow.
And that is the beginning and end of it.
Okay.
Conversation over. Like,
Yes.
you were born when you're born
Yeah.
simply because you were procreated
Yeah.
on a specific day.
Yeah.
So your birth date has nothing to do with anything.
Yes.
So get over it.
We're all individuals, okay? And this goes to astrology and zodiac signs and Dionne Warwick.
What? What does she have to do
the
with
psychic
it?
hotline. It's all related.
That's not Dionne Warwick.
It's Dionne Warwick.
No. Leave her alone. She's innocent.
And oop.
You better clear her name of all misdoings.
Who is the R&B singer?
And oop.
What does she have to... What?
She did commercials.
I thought you were talking about Miss Cleo.
Oh, well, that's another good one.
Sure, honey. Wait, I never knew that Dionne Warwick did anything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Miss Cleo.
Wrong is a relative term.
Well.
Yeah.
Untoward.
And oop.
Yeah, so I'm a Virgo, and who cares?
I'm an Aquarius, for those
You are? Well, if I would have known
You know what's so funny is the daycare lady, Nancy, who babysat my kids from Luna was 3 and Lennox was 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
So Luna stayed with her for 2 years. Lennox stayed with her for 5 years. Mm. But one thing that she would always write down as soon as she took you on as a client, up on her board, she would write all of the daycare kids' astrology signs, which was so fun. And she's kind of into
she's out there. She's a little kooky.
She's into hippie types of spells and Wiccan, and
she's a witch. Yeah.
And so she's so it was very notable to her that me, mother, and my 2 children were all Aquarius.
Okay.
So I was very wow, that's amazing. That's a big deal.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
I didn't plan that. Okay. Me and my kids just all happen to be Aquariuses. Okay.
I don't understand that. I don't understand people who are into that. I don't either, because it's just meaningless.
I mean, for one thing, it's it's a crapshoot if somebody gets pregnant, first of all.
Yeah.
And then, kids aren't always born on their expected birthday.
Right.
You could be born 2 weeks early, 2 weeks late. So it's all a matter of chance. It has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's beyond idiotic.
Yes.
Next one, the most annoying things on social media. Asking for a friend. So if you go on Facebook and say, what's the best bar to get drunk at? Hashtag asking for a friend. So stupid. You're not asking, you're asking for yourself. You're trying to be cheeky.
Yeah, people are trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't matter. If you want to get drunk at a bar, then let us know and we'll let you know the best bar to get drunk at. So I just think it's just silly. Mm-hmm. It's just nonsense. Next one. If you're at a concert and you do Instagram stories, okay, it's just maybe one Instagram story of Post Malone singing Better Now, but you don't need 30 of them.
Yeah.
Next one. Tag a friend. So, if you like Twix candy bars, tag your 3 besties of who also likes Twix candy bars. Why do people do this?
I don't know.
It's so dumb. And you'll see tens of thousands of replies of people replying, tagging their quote-unquote friends. Who would you like to go on a hike with? Tag your top 3 friends. So stupid. Get me out of here. Remove all tags. That's what I say. Next one. New profile pic.
Ugh.
So they take a nice picture and then they want to change their profile / avatar picture to this picture. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you don't need to tweet out new profile pic, hashtag new profile pic.
You know why? Because when you post, I see that you have a new profile picture.
Yeah.
I don't need you to post that you have a new profile picture because I'm already seeing it as you're posting.
Right.
And I feel like this is, okay, all social media is, you're just trying to draw attention to yourself.
Correct.
Validate me, love me. Am I pretty?
Yeah.
Am I cool?
Yes.
Am I relevant?
Yes to the last 3 questions, honey.
So this is just adding on to it.
Yeah.
No, okay, we don't need to validate you anymore.
No one cares.
We don't need to give you any more credit, validation than you're already getting.
I barely noticed your previous profile pic. I might notice your new profile pic, and I'll move on with my life. When you change your profile pic, honey, I notice because you're my wife and I see it all the time. So when you change it, I'm like, oh, you have a new profile pic.
Do you remember the last time, though, you didn't like it? And I was like, you didn't like my picture.
Is that when your hair was
blue
purple or something? Blue?
Yeah, I remember I was like, you didn't like my picture. And then you were like, it turned into a whole thing.
Did it? Why? it's fine that you have colored hair, but I mean, you're a pretty gal, and I love you. And
you need to like and validate me.
Okay.
Other people don't, but you do.
I shall from now on.
Okay.
Next one. Most annoying things on social media. Someone writing on the Facebooks, thanks everyone for their birthday wishes. And it's like, I knew you in high school, Frank Blakely / Brian Reifus, and I missed your birthday, and I didn't wish you happy birthday, so this is completely void of meaning.
Okay, well, on their behalf,
yeah,
if I might take the devil's advocate approach on this.
You may.
So, say you're somebody who has your birthday posted, and so you get like 100 happy birthday
right.
from all these random people.
Yeah.
I can see them wanting to just do like one
yes.
post to like cover it all.
Yes.
Instead of like responding to everybody. That's
yes.
fine.
Understandable, but what I did on my birthday is I liked everyone who wrote happy birthday on my wall.
Well, good for you.
But as far as me writing a happy birthday to the other, whatever, quote unquote, Facebook friends I have, 300-400 people, it will reach them, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it was your birthday? Who cares?" Just respond to each one individually, and if you get 20, if you get 100, love their comment, love their happy birthday wish, reply with a comment if you got it. But throwing out a thanks everyone for the birthday wishes to the ether, to the Facebooks, to the internet, it's irrelevant to most people.
Do you want to know my solution to this madness?
Delete Facebook.
No.
Hashtag delete
no,
Facebook.
No. I have Facebook.
Yes.
Many years ago, I changed my birth date to private. So nobody can see it. And you know what? I still get about 5 or 6 happy birthday wishes.
That's from the real people.
Because it's people who genuinely know what my birthday is.
Yes.
Because I was so sick of like these random people. And I was like, why are you wishing me happy birthday?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I do not like it. We haven't talked in years. Why are you wishing? And you only know it because I put it on Facebook.
Right.
So that's my solution. And so I get like 6 responses every year.
Yeah.
And I respond individually and like genuinely thank you.
Yes.
That's what everyone needs to do.
Today, I actually texted with Mike Rasmussen today.
Oh, you did?
About a necklace that he bought from a beach in Mexico that was amber. And it popped into my head, and I texted him, and then I followed it up with, well, I said, do you remember the amber necklace you bought on a beach it was Mexico, Rosarito, Mexico. Mexico. And then I said, was that you? I'm old. Because things are foggy and hazy at this point in my life. And he sent me back pictures of this necklace. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that necklace. But I brought him up because on my birthday, September 18th, he was the only person to actually text me. I got many birthday wishes on Facebook.
Yeah.
Meaningless. Although I did react love, the love reaction.
That's nice you do that.
Yeah, but Mike Rasmussen, the great Mike Rasmussen, was the only one to personally text me on my birthday.
That's really nice. Yeah, see, that's meaningful.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Next one. So these people, going back to traditional broadcast media, or just celebrities in general, a celebrity dies, and then you, to eulogize them, to remember them, to put them up in memory, you post a picture of you with this celebrity, and you say something like, rest in peace, rest in power.
Rest in peace. I met you at the airport in 2012.
Right.
Here's a picture of us.
I interviewed you in 2008 for 3 minutes. You died, and so I'm going to make your death all about me.
Mm-hmm.
This is mostly violated by people in terrestrial broadcast radio and TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
it's so self-centered and selfish.
Yeah, it's
and
very narcissistic.
Yeah, dude. Like, who do you think cares about this person's death? Their children, their close friends, their spouse,
or post a picture of them solo, like just a picture of them But to throw you in there, I met you.
Yeah.
When I interviewed you in 2008, and my name is Marcus Allen.
And not to get too personal or specific, but
okay. Next one. We are members of West Sacramento Facebook groups, a couple of them, and it seems to be littered with GoFundMes.
Yeah.
And so, well, it goes to the birthday thing. You see these posts come by that are completely irrelevant, like, oh, help this family, help this person, help this guy. He's run into some bad luck and he needs some money, so here's a link to his GoFundMe. Well, I'm a member of West Sacramento Facebook to find out the newest Mexican taquerias, okay? And I don't know this guy. I've never met this guy. I don't know this guy. So, okay.
Well, something especially funny about like the local Facebook groups is that we've repeatedly have had scams like so-and-so has been posing as somebody and like garnered all this sympathy and support. Sympathy and support.
I'm homeless on the corner of West Capitol with 2 babies.
So, and then there's an outpouring of emotional support.
Yes.
Financial support. And then you have like a day later, it's like all brought to light that this person was scamming all of us.
It's a complete fraud.
It's so funny. It's so funny here in our local groups. This has happened like multiple times.
Yes.
And we just kind of watch it as spectators.
Yeah.
Something I've noticed though, and it's very interesting to me as a person in their late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I follow other people who follow people in their early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this might be a generational thing.
Yeah.
It's becoming more common amongst the young people of that age to just ask for money. They put their Venmo out there.
Yeah.
And they're like, I need help with rent.
Yeah.
My job is low paying. I need this, I need that. They just throw it out there.
Yeah.
And it seems very different from my generation and your generation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my generation and yours is a little bit more maybe private or ashamed or like,
right.
We don't want to ask for help.
Or get a better job.
But
like earn more money or cut your cable bill from $200 to $30.
Like asking for help through Venmo or through other like options such as that. It seems so much more normal, prevalent, and just it's like constant. I see it all the time.
That blows my mind.
Mine too.
And I guess the GoFundMe thing is one level. And the second level is just asking, give me money. And so are the young, is the youth, do they not have any wherewithal within themselves to go earn money or to cut spending or is it viewed differently in their generation? I wonder.
I don't know about the working and the earning aspect, but I feel as far as like, I'm suffering, I need this, I need that. Mm-hmm. Life is hard. I feel like that, like they're more open about that. They're more exposing that part of their lives.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Like, why not put it out there? Hey, I need money.
Well, maybe
I'm struggling. Okay,
but maybe keep it to your close friends or close people, friends and family, and not put it on the West Sacramento Facebook group, for instance.
I wonder about that.
Well, I also wonder, like, are these I click them every once in a while, these GoFundMes, and it's kind of sad. Like, there's a couple $100.
I know. It's like $200 out of their $10,000 goal.
Right.
It's so sad.
Like, sorry. Every once in a while, these GoFundMes make the TV news, going back to KCRA and Tony Villare, and then they do mushroom into tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And like me personally, I would never post a GoFundMe, start a GoFundMe, post a GoFundMe. 1, because of pride, and 2, because I don't think anyone would contribute. I'd have $130 of my $5,000 goal.
Me too. And I feel like that's our how we were raised or how we were influenced. But I feel like this is something people 10 and 15 years younger than us are doing. And it's so normal.
Huh.
So many people are putting it out there that they need money and it's like not even major things. It's just like give me $10 to help for my childcare or cycle my diapers.
Yeah.
It's just So I mean, on one hand, I'm like, why not? Who cares?
Are people?
What do you have to lose? Honestly,
are people in 10 to 15 years younger than us? Are there peers who are 10 to 15 years younger, presumably giving money, or is this? Are they obtaining the desired financial rewards? I wonder that.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm really curious too. It's just a really interesting divide of our age groups. Generational, I guess.
Yeah. Next one, most annoying things. So I sent you this post, honey. It was by Mark S. Allen. And it was Tom Hanks' birthday, allegedly. And Mark S. Allen, who was a local celebrity in Sacramento, California. It was Tom Hanks' birthday. Okay. And he posted a picture of him and Tom Hanks. By the way, this picture of him and Tom Hanks, it looks like Tom Hanks couldn't give a crap about what's going on.
He's kind of Tom Hanks is kind of grimacing.
Right. Like, oh, this asshole wants a picture with me. I'll get this over with in 5 seconds, hopefully. But anyway.
This Botoxed asshole is
wow.
trying to smile next to me.
Well, that was hurtful, honey. But
where's the lie?
Mark S. Allen taking a selfie with a not excited Tom Hanks. And he writes, Mark S. Allen. Oh, his Instagram handle is TV Mark S. Allen.
Because he's on TV.
To let you know he's on the television.
Okay, in case you didn't know.
Shouldn't it be a 2-time drunk driver, Mark S. Allen? But just kidding, everyone. Allegedly. By the way, it reads Marks Allen or Mark Sallin. But Mark Sallin writes, Happy birthday, Tom Hanks. Top 3 fave. Abbreviating on Instagram where you have endless amount of room and characters, right? Top 3 fave. And he writes it F-A-V. It's not even F-A-V-E. Top 3 fav. Marks Allen writes, Happy birthday, Tom Hanks. Top 3 fav. T-H. Oh, jeez, Mark. You can write out Tom's name. It's okay. It's not Twitter where there's 280 characters. Right away, write a blog. Top 3 fav. T-H. Movies! 3 exclamation points, honey. And then he writes, Go! As if we're his Oompa Loompas. Like,
ready and go.
Willy Wonka wants us to make some candy, so Oompa Loompa. Like, we've talked about that before, but the go.
Yeah.
Top 3 Mexican restaurants in West Sacramento. Go. It's like I'm not your servant. Right.
No, shut up.
By the way, the top 3 fab TH movies. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Go, exclamation point.
It's really urgent, okay?
By Mark Sallin. Our number 1 is Castaway. Sure.
Are these Mark Allens?
Yes, these are Mark.
Castaway?
Mark's Allen. Number 2, Toy Story 3. Okay. Number 3, Forrest Gump. And then he continues on. Let me see your list? Question mark. Like, may I watch you shower? He continues on. As soon as send this, Mark. Proofread, a proofread.
Where's your editor?
Hire an assistant. Where's Judy Farrell when you need her? As soon as send this, I'm going to want to change this. Oh, wow. You're so swayed by public opinion, Marks. Allen. So many excellent performances. Hashtag Tom Hanks. Hashtag Oscars. Hashtag birthday. Okay, I'm tired from reading that.
The worst part about this is he couldn't even tag Tom Hanks. He had to tag the Tom Hanks fan club.
Fan site.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, he tags his Sacramento local television station, ABC 10, who would hire a drunk driver. Twice drunk driver. Just kidding. Allegedly. And then he tags Tom Hanks fan site. So Tom Hanks isn't on Instagram in an official manner, in a verified manner. So he tags, I assume, Tom Hanks fan site has 9,235,000.
It's the next best thing.
Right. 235. So this is Mark
S. Allen.
Tagging a fan site to hopefully get, for people who follow Tom Hanks fan site, will see this and there's numerous responses.
Yeah, a bunch of idiots. Okay.
Dodger, I don't think I can say that.
Don't say their names.
Dodger.
Don't say their names.
CUM.
Honey.
Power Wagon writes Forrest Gump Polar. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Like Mark Allen.
Mark S. Allen is not reading your responses.
Right. It's like Tony Viare. What do you have going on this weekend?
She's not. Okay.
Mark Allen writing your top 3 Fav TH movies.
They're not reading it. They don't care.
Yeah.
They ask for your engagement for their own personal gain.
Yeah. They are mandated. They are instructed by giant corporate, traditional broadcast media corporations to ask your followers to type, to comment, to engage.
Yep. And then they're not even engaging, literally. So stop it. Don't give them your time and energy.
Right.
They don't earn it. They don't deserve it.
It's just beyond pathetic. And then, should we mention Mark Allen?
No.
Okay.
Let's not.
Next one. Most annoying things on social media. People who, so they're on vacation. Okay, good for you. They might be on a beach in Hawaii.
Must be nice.
They're on a beach in Hawaii, and then they take a picture of the beach, but then they include their feet. So they're lying on some sort of a chair or
a lounger type thing.
And so this is their view. And they include their feet and the beautiful beach and the beautiful water and the beautiful sky. Whatever. Like, I don't need to look at your feet. I don't need to look at your feet.
Their toes look so pretty and sun-kissed, and they're on a beach. There's sand, there's water. So they just look so hot. And you're so jealous. And
well, that's true.
They're so proud and happy.
Yes. It's just, okay. What we do, honey, what me and you do. Well, we went to San Diego in July.
Yeah.
We did post, I think I posted 5 pictures, I want to say. But they were of our family.
Yeah. They weren't of your toes?
Right. They weren't of my toes. They weren't of my hand holding a drink. It was our family, and they were somewhat produced or staged. Like, we put some thought into it. Not like, oh, this is my hand holding a beer on a beach in Hawaii. Who cares? We don't need to see that nonsense. Next one. Most annoying things on social media. Challenges. Okay. Most recently was the push-up challenge. And this is for a good cause. This is for like the most recent one was for veteran awareness or PTSD or something.
How does it directly affect that cause?
That's a good question. They would say it brings awareness.
And then?
and then people do push-ups and they are shamed, and it's public shaming to do push-ups, and it results in nothing. It's hashtag activism.
Is the idea that you bring awareness to this cause, and then people will
go to their GoFundMe or Venmo.
Yes. Independently go to their site and donate money? Is that the idea?
I think that's the ideal end all be all big picture.
Yeah, that's not happening.
But bringing awareness to PTSD, I'm aware and I'm completely sympathetic / empathetic. I get them mixed up.
Are you donating money?
I'm not. But just the water bucket challenge.
Yeah.
So like billionaires, Bill Gates would get a bucket of water splashed on his head. Okay. and then dude, where's my car? And then nothing. So you do push-ups for 30 days. That was a challenge.
Oh God, yes.
And you annoy your quote-unquote friends on Facebook. And then nothing material, nothing tangible happens.
Exactly.
Next one. And this is like a YouTuber thing. But saying you guys know. So I watch Chris Stuckman. He's a popular film reviewer on YouTube. And he recently reviewed the James Bond film No Time to Die. And in the midst of his 10-minute review, he uttered the phrase, "You guys know I like Bond." And I was like, no, I didn't.
Right.
Unless I've been subscribed to you for whatever, 7-8 years.
Honey, I knew that.
And I watch every review.
Okay.
But just this whole, you guys know I like strawberries. No, I don't. I don't watch every single second of your stupid YouTube.
If you're someone putting out content to the masses, you have to pretend like every audience is your first audience.
Is new, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Chris Stuckman, what do you know with your 1 million subscribers?
Right.
You know nothing.
You guys know I like strawberries. You guys know I like tomatoes. You guys know I like Bond. No, I don't. What if I stumbled upon Chris Stuckman for the first day and I'm watching a Bond review? Oh, it's a good Bond review, whatever. And then he said, "You guys know," I'd be like, I'd feel alienated.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a part of this. And you shame me into not watching the past 6 years of your stupid reviews. So what? I don't understand why they do this. Just say, I like Bond.
Right.
I've always liked Bond.
Yes.
Okay? But you guys know?
Mm-hmm.
And I realize that's sort of a way to foster community, like an audience of who have common interests.
I just feel like there's a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
Without excluding people who are newcomers.
Yes. Next one. Well, this is a podcast / radio thing, but hosts who say they're about to dive into a story about eating strawberries, and then they preface it with, "I've told this story on the show before," and it's like, well, I wasn't listening to the original story of you eating strawberries 17 years ago, so you're taking me out of the medium, out of the radio is theater of the mind. Yeah. You're breaking the fourth wall, and I've lost the narrative here.
And then as a listener, you have to hope that whatever they are relaying to you is like the full scope of it.
Right.
In a like condensed version. But you always have that worry, is something being left out? Am I being left behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I've... Tell it again. Tell the story again. Tell the story of you eating strawberries 90 million times. And as a listener who may have heard it 90 million times, I'll go along with it.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I don't care. I just want to be entertained. And if it's an entertaining enough story that you told it 90 million times, I'll dig it. It's not a big deal.
Right.
The next most annoying things on social media, the phrase "fight me." So I like pineapple on my pizza. Fight me. And it's like, well, I'm not going to fight you, and I don't really give a shit.
You know, honey, you and I are both of the mindset that to each his own.
Yeah.
Neither of us are very competitive or like, so for you and I, we're like, okay, whatever, do what you want, do what makes you happy.
Yeah. And just the fact that someone would fight you, and I realize it's tongue in cheek.
It's not literal.
But on the other hand, who cares?
No one cares that you're eating pineapple. Okay, do whatever you want.
I hate when people preface, again, breaking the fourth wall, preface their opinion with unpopular opinion, : and then they write, "I like pineapple on pizza." Okay, you didn't need to tell me this was unpopular. First of all, I don't care if your opinion is unpopular. And in the end, I don't care about your opinion.
Hot take. Controversial take.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so many people agree with you.
Right. And the people who disagree don't give a shit. Next one is most annoying things on social media. Abbreviations. On Twitter, you have 280 characters, obviously. But people who abbreviate right now, RN. Excuse me.
The thing that annoys me the most
Yes.
is people who abbreviate book titles, book series, movie series.
Right.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Okay?
And then I have to Google, and then I'm in Urban Dictionary, and they have a lot of pop-ups and probably spyware.
Yeah, and I'm not taking the time to do all that.
Right.
So I feel left out, and I'm mad at you.
Yeah. Well, this is similar to, you guys know, you're excluding the audience. RN right now, 70% of Twitter knows what that is. 90% of Twitter.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And so you're making people feel odd, like they're the odd man out. They're not in on the joke. We've talked about if you know, you know.
Yes.
So annoying.
I don't know.
Twitter.
So stop it.
Social media. The internet isn't for inside jokes. It's for as many people to grasp the idea you're trying to serve.
Absolutely.
Instantly.
Yes.
So I know what RN means right now. And maybe 98% of Twitter knows. But the other 2%, they're like, what does RN know? And I saw an acronym the other day that I had to Google. And I found out what it means. And I was like, okay. But I was like, well, what about my productivity, my time, my life that I spent 25 seconds going into
You could have used that time to be texting me your wife.
Yes.
And telling me how much you love me, okay?
Yes. I know. That's why I don't eat lunch with Pao Lee, honey.
Yeah.
And Hector Sanchez, because I'd rather be catching up with you and chatting with you. But my question is, why don't they catch up with their betrothed lovers?
Where's your wife at?
Right. And because at work we chat, we bullshit all the time. So lunch is more BSing. Like, lunch is my time to catch up with you.
Right.
So that's a side note.
Hashtag couples goals.
I don't understand why they would want to chat more for 30 minutes when all we do is chat and BS. Anyways, next one. Okay, so this is on Facebook. They'll post a picture of a dog with a funny hat on it. And then they write, "What's this dog up to? Wrong answers only."
Oh,
the whole wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
So try to be clever, try to be funny.
Hee.
And there's hundreds of thousands of responses.
And 99% of them are not funny.
Are not funny.
Okay.
They might be funny to the person typing it. Internet access. We really need to revoke. Facebook has been in the news this week.
Yes.
Because it tries to engage people.
It went down for a full day and people freaked out. It
went down. But there was a whistleblower. And because she said, oh, it elevates controversial content and people who argue, and that's what it emphasizes in your newsfeed. And I thought, and it's just like TV and radio.
Right.
It's and the newspaper. In the newspaper and all these traditional media, there's an editor who says this is the best story, or this is going to get us the most feedback. Mm-hmm. So I don't get it. I don't get all this hate for the book. Well, I do get it. They're stealing advertising money.
I have a theory.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
He's super ugly.
He's not handsome. But his wife, Priscilla Chan, not pretty also.
Not pretty, but way better looking than him. Okay, I have a theory. If he was
true.
If he was better looking,
yes,
people would leave him alone.
Ah.
Okay? So, Mark Zuckerberg, go away.
No. Zuck, stay. If you love the internet, if you think people communicating on the internet is a good thing, then you like Facebook. Or you should defend Facebook.
You know
this
what?
whole delete Facebook or Facebook privacy. They look at my habits and they serve me ads. That's how they make their living. So and in the end, I want ads that are relevant.
The thing is, we all want ads that are relevant to us. Another thing is, you actually have quite a bit of control about what you see on social media.
Yes.
You can block.
Yes.
So you have a lot of control of what you see or do not see.
Yes.
So, you know what? Get active on that. Curtail what you're being exposed to.
Yes.
Block the things you don't like.
Yes.
And then you'll be happy.
The socials is what you make it. It's a reflection of you. And like when you get a TV, when you get a Roku, when you get a Fire TV, you spend a couple minutes kind of going through the settings and these are my favorite channels and I want this option, I don't want that option.
Right.
You click around and you customize it.
It's the algorithm.
Facebook is you. So if you don't like Facebook, then you don't like yourself or something's wrong with you.
On Netflix, it's like, you watch this, therefore you might like these series right here. Yeah, it's totally, totally. So...
It's and I think the 99% of the people, quote unquote, like Facebook and Instagram and just the socials. The internet. Are you for the internet? Are you for people communicating on... someone from Kathmandu can communicate with someone from West Sacramento in a second. Are you in favor of that?
Yes, 95% of society is in favor of that.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And I think a lot of this Facebook is bad, Facebook is evil, comes from traditional media. Again, going back to ad revenue, this is all about ad revenue. And TV and radio and newspaper, they're seeing advertisers dry up and go to Facebook because Facebook advertising is very nuanced and it's cheap. Carolyn's Cookies, if you want to start selling cookies tomorrow, you could target 40-year-old women in Idaho. And you could really fine-tune the dials on who you want to target with your advertising, and it's very low barrier. It's very cheap compared to a television ad.
Yeah.
And even a radio ad on some level. So I've been listening to Leo Laporte talk about this. And another podcast I like this week, No Agenda Show. And I've had so much, but to say, and I don't want to do a separate pod on it because we do stupid listicles and we talk about fast food. But in the end, this is the internet. There's good and there's bad.
Yeah. And you can make of it what you want to.
Right. And it's absolutely customizable to you.
Yes.
There's the person who filmed George Floyd getting killed. Horrifying. And whatever you think about what actually happened or whatever you think about what happened after, okay. But that video went to the internet, Facebook. And 10, 20, 30 years ago, it would have never made... I mean, I guess you would have walked with a VHS tape to a television station and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Reporter, I have video of George Floyd with a cop's neck on." Yes. On the other hand, that's the good.
Yeah.
That's the positive. On the other hand, there's people, fucking nut jobs, who go on Facebook Live, or they're like, "I'm going to shoot up a bunch of people. And I'm going to do it on Facebook Live," which happened in America or Australia. I can't place it right now. But which happens. And it's bad. So there's good and bad, just like humanity, just like everyday life.
Hey, just like our real lives.
Right. And good wins out most of the time, but there's bad.
Yeah, I think just like sensibility.
Yeah.
Is what logical thinking, logical sensibility is what rises to the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Well, that's the quote unquote algorithm. I want the algorithm.
I know.
Because there's too much stuff. There's
too
much on Facebook, there's too much on Netflix, there's too much on the internet.
Right.
And I'm for the internet, for us people who didn't have a voice 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We now have a voice. We shouldn't all have a voice. And I've thought about like how Twitter has verified check marks, badges.
Yes.
I think there should be some sort of verification process.
Yeah.
On Facebook, like, okay, you've been a good person, or you've behaved well for 6 years, so you can post more stuff, or you can post this kind of content. Not like I'm a nut job and I've been posting QAnon stuff for 3 years, so now I'm going to live stream me shooting a bunch of people. Another thing is scale. It's impossible to monitor. There's 2 billion people on Facebook. It's not possible. And Facebook hires tens of thousands of people to keep an eye on content. This is terrorism. This is pedophilia. This is a crime. This picture happening here. But they can't hire enough people because it's just not scalable. But you have to understand that the good comes with the bad, and I think they're doing the best they can. I'm pretty sure they're doing the best they can. But like back in the day, CBS had 4 television shows on Thursday night. Well, nowadays Facebook has 2 billion television shows on Thursday night. It's not scalable. They do the best they can. And in the end, they want people to have a good experience, because then they stay glued to Facebook, and then that translates to ad dollars, which is what this is all about.
Exactly.
Anyways, I've been thinking about this a lot.
I'm glad to hear your thoughts, honey.
Thank you, honey. Okay. Last and finally, most annoying things on social media. I have 2 words for you, honey. Photo dump.
No, please, no. Stop it. No.
So, photo dump. So, and this is usually goes along with vacation photo dump, or concert photo dump, or Leatherby's photo dump.
Or it's like, oh my gosh, these people who are like, summer 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
We get it.
So you get like 8 posts in a row with 10 photos each of what they've been doing this summer.
Yeah. Well, just the word dump, it makes me think of poo-poo.
Oh, no.
And that's I'm turned off immediately. Another thing about dump, trash.
Yeah.
Like, it's a landfill.
It's negative connotation no matter how you spin it.
Yeah, these pictures belong in a landfill, yet you're poisoning my life with these 10 pictures. I just pick one.
Pick 1 or 2 of your favorite.
Right.
Okay. And that's it.
Yeah.
The end. We don't need more.
Yeah.
Share it with your personal friends.
Yes.
Or print them out for your personal photo album.
Yes. And just don't. The internet is not your hard drive, and I don't need to see 40 pictures. A friend of mine, who I won't mention, so he first Instagram of the day is a Hawaii photo dump, and I'm like, okay, Matt, you went to Hawaii, that's cool. Oh, there's your cute little son, I'll like it. An hour later or whatever, Costa Rica photo dump, okay. Mexico photo dump, Pennsylvania and he did six in a day within a couple of hours,
spanning continents.
Right.
Jesus.
So after the first one, I was like, oh, he's in, what did I say, Hawaii?
Yeah.
Costa Rica. He's in Hawaii, or he just got back from Hawaii and he's posting these. Okay. But he was sitting in his home, in his living room, throwing 80 pictures on the socials. It was just too much within a few hours. And I liked the first one, and after that, I was like, no, I will not.
I refuse.
I will not succumb to your demands, Matt Furuzawa.
Oh, no. Matt F.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. That's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Quip Toothbrush. We don't have a promo code for Quip Toothbrush. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I didn't write something.
I thought you did.
I know.
And oop.
Oh, hey, Booper.
Booper.
And oop.
And sure, I may have ruined my chances of being employed at ABC 10. That's where Mark's Allen. Or is it funnier, Mark Salon?
Antony Valaire.
She's a KCRA.
Oh, shoot.
And sure, I may have ruined my chances of ever being employed at ABC 10 or KCRA Channel 3, their local Sacramento television stations. But I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye.
Booper, I have to pee. I have to pee so badly.
Can I just try to get him to meow so you can put it in the podcast?
He already did.
And oop.
Ooh!
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender?